Hello everyone, I am VN Challenge Evaluation 100. EC is today in its 11th edition. That's more than 2 months since the last update. Thank you very much. Friends who haven't cleared the customs yet. In the future, I will continue to work hard to update to bring you more fun, interesting etc sharing. So the protagonist I want to share with you today is a mechanical push plate. It is the first push disc with a non-magnetic structure in the circle. It is a push plate with the most shell designs. It is also an auction price. Continuously create new highs. He is good from Diedgar. "2020 can be said to be the first year of pushing. Various magnet structures are constantly emerging. 2 patches and a few magnets. It's a new push card. The gameplay is simple but very magical. Enough play, the sword fell off. The players are crazy again. I was hooked on this new design. But the magnet pusher has a big problem. It is easy to disintegrate. And the magnet is usually fixed with glue. There is no way to regulate this case, which opens up new opportunities for innovators. On New Year's Day 2021, MetaToys DZ on Ryan EDC's official account, that is, on my official account, a new push card was launched, which is a mechanical push card without magnets. It realizes frustration through springs and steel balls, and has a built-in line structure, so that there is no risk of disintegrating the push. In fact, no one was optimistic about this design at the beginning. It is thought that the mechanical structure will be darker and the wear will be very serious. But after a while, everyone slapped them in the face. This push card may feel slightly dark when you get started, but after a period of running in, it is very smooth. Moreover, it is possible to change his feel by adjusting the beads and springs. The wear and tear problems that everyone was worried about were basically not affected. Even if the beads are worn, you can replace them directly at a very small cost. I have 2 tops in my hand, although the shells are different, but the internal structure is almost identical. The stainless steel is an early design. Brass, this one is the latest design. In addition to these 2 shells, top also has a lot of shell designs. And it is usually made of special materials. Limited edition magic. Many players like to collect different shell designs. This also makes the limited edition case very tight. On Children's Day in 2021, DZ auctioned a vertical banknote Tokbi. The shell is long, and the fingerprint design price is 16,000 yuan. And in a recent auction, a superconducting repellent set shell is designed to be different, shaped. The hammer price is 18,888 yuan. Auction prices continue to create new highs. Next, I will take you to explore the internal structure of top coins. Learn about this push card. Why is this model? Start by taking out our screwdriver. Let's break down the top coins. Thanks for watching. These are all the parts of Toby. This is the motherboard. This is the cover, this is the chute, and then this is the fiber block. In the middle is the spring and its beads. What about our line block? It will stick tightly to this motherboard. And then, the beads slide into the groove in the middle of the line block. Therefore, a sense of paragraph is created. The central role of these components is this chute plate. According to the different textures of the grooves, a different feel can be formed. There are currently 3 versions. This is the first original version. Also known as the paragraph version, this is the second version. It's called a branch version. There is also a version called the long slip version. Then one side of the paragraph board can be pushed twice. One time is longer, one time is relatively short. The bamboo was originally in the middle groove. Push once and it will enter the next slot and then push again. It goes into the small groove above, so the first time it will be longer. The second time is shorter, so if the support board it doesn't have an obvious sense of paragraph when pushed. It's a very subtle feeling of friction. There will be a closing paragraph at the end and a long skateboard. There is no sense of paragraph in the middle. There is only the last closing paragraph. What about the aforementioned? This pusher can be adjusted by adjusting the beads and springs. Specifically by changing the length of the spring and the material of the bead and its size are realized. As you can see, the spring is a tapered design. You just need to adjust the direction in different directions. It can change the depth at which the beads sink, thereby changing the tightness. When you use beads of different sizes, the contact area between the chute and the bead can be changed. In addition, the material of the beads will mainly be different in hardness. It can also change the elasticity of the feel. So what I am currently using is the 3mm one. Teflon beads and paragraph board configuration. So in order to reduce the friction between the beads and the spring, I also specially added a spring top. Then the hardness of Teflon beads is smaller than that of steel balls. So there will be a slight elasticity when pushed up. It won't be as hard as a steel ball. I prefer this configuration. Finally, let's talk about the choice of accessories. First of all, various chute versions. Its factory settings are paragraph versions. If you want to experience other feels, you have to buy the accessories separately. There are two versions of that paragraph version. This is the original version. The groove in the middle of it is narrower, while the new version is a little wider. And it's more rounded. I would recommend this new paragraph version. Push is a little smoother. As for this version, I also like to push it up and feel like it massages my fingers. But I think it is more suitable for the old shell, the new version of the shell, because it is bent to push out. But it is not smooth when it comes to recycling. I haven't tried the long flower board yet, because I don't think there is a sense of paragraph. There is nothing fun. So I didn't buy it. Friends of the accident can communicate in the comment area. Both the feeling paragraph version and the knowledge version have a special server dragon version. The reputation is not bad. It is recommended for players with a sufficient budget to buy it. And then, in terms of beads, I highly recommend Tefer Dragon Ball. It won't feel like a steel ball, so hard, long-term push will not easily produce color. By the way, if you feel sexy, it may be because the beads inside are worn. As dust affects its feel, you can open it and clean it up. Teflon pigs do not produce a lot of dust. Therefore, it is not easy to produce a sense of color. In terms of springs, you can buy a set of spring tops. On the one hand, it can increase the length of the spring a little. On the other hand, the most important thing about it is that it does not allow the beads to get stuck in the spring inside to reduce friction between the beads and the spring. If you are using small-size beads, it is very necessary. Well, that's the details of Top Beat. Many people think that Top Beat's paragraphs are few and short, feels too bland. But in fact, I think his flatness is his biggest advantage. He doesn't make a lot of noise, and he doesn't make you secrete a lot of dopamine. It's just that when you're bored in your hands, there's something to play with. I think this is the original meaning of EC. Okay, if this video is helpful to you, please support it with one click. My support is my driving force. See you in the next issue. This is the version without beads. Did not leave.